We got a few minutes. I'm going to adjust my lighting as it's dark outside. Well, getting dark because it's... All right, I think we're on the right page. Yay, that's a good thing. I'm excited about the paper, this bundle that is coming out on the 4th. A couple more minutes. It's a little bit before 7, so we'll get started in just a minute. I'm going to let a few more people pop on before we start, but I'm going to wait at least till 7. I know sometimes it's a little difficult. It takes me a while to get my act together too. So, hey Betty, haven't seen you in forever. How are you? We need to get you over here to my house now that I'm back and get some classes going. So I think I'm organized. I think I'm all ready. Hopefully I've got the camera lower. I had several people, when I asked for suggestions, suggested that I move the camera a little bit closer. So I will do that once I flip it down. So hopefully that makes it easier for you all to see everything. I'm really excited about this catalog. I think this is probably one of the better holiday catalogs I've seen in a long time, and the paper is absolutely stunning. I was making cards today for the paper, my ribbon and paper share, and oh my goodness. Every package I opened, I was like, oh, it's really stunning. I don't know if they've changed the group of folks or whatever they did, but the paper is just absolutely beautiful. The pictures don't, really don't do it justice. So, but that's why you got to see it in person. It just doesn't do it justice. And the one, the first frost, which is really neat, that one, and I don't know if it's that one or one other one has like copper on it, and it's just stunning. All the different papers are just absolutely stunning. All right, we're gonna wait one more minute and then we'll get started. There's people popping on. One more, we'll just give it another minute or so. I've got some lights on behind me. Hopefully that's making it a little bit clearer. It's been cloudy and thundering and supposed to rain, but apparently it's been skipping our neck of the woods. So it hasn't rained in we're in our own little bubble. So apparently the rain has decided to go past us, hit everybody else around us, but not us. So no rain for us, just thunder and lightning. So anyways, for those that are just coming on, we'll start about 30 seconds. I'll show you give you a little bit of sneak peek on the Let It Snow bundle and show you some of the beautiful paper and some cards that I'll be making for you. So I'm excited. September 4th is when y'all get to order from this catalog. I've been making cards for my ribbon and paper share, and if you buy a certain package, then you get a card kit for each paper. So I thought that would be kind of a different thing to do. But anyways, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started since it's 2 after 7. I'm really a stickler. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down. And for those that don't know me, I'm Dawn Duval with Shall We Stamp, and I live in the Villages, Florida. Normally it's sunny Florida. It's still hot and humid, but it's been thundering and lightning, and some places have been getting rain and we haven't. So I'm going to swipe these comments off so they don't distract me. All right, bear with me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to turn the camera down so I can get it situated. So hold on. If you get a little shaky, I got to undo and connect and all this other mess. So give me just a minute. Let me get it situated, and as soon as I see that it's in place, then we'll get started. I was not going to show my face, but I thought it better, just for those that don't know me. So give me just a minute. I want to make sure I've got it centered and it's down low enough for you all to see everything. And let me set my phone up just a tad. All right, and if you all have gotten your catalog, this is the catalog and of course I can't show you anything on the inside, but I can show you the outside. This section right here is the Let It Snow bundle, and this is what I'm going to share with you all this evening. So this is what I'm going to share with you all. I'm going to make a couple of cards and we'll go from there. Now in this bundle, there's designer series paper. The stamp set is Snowman Season, and it also comes with a punch, so you can punch out the snowman. And the paper is really fun because you don't even really need to do a lot of stamping. You can just cut the paper out, which is what I've done on a couple of the cards. So you'll see how easy it is. And if you don't have the stamp set, you can always use your own sentiments that you have if you have other, holiday stamps at home. So this is what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Here is the Snowman Punch, and then this is what they call the Snowman Season stamp set, and that's a photopolymer set, and it has 12 stamps in it, and it has 3 different types of snowmen. This one you can make your own, you can create. Let me move this up. Hang on a minute. My camera's still not showing everything that I want it to show. We don't want that. Hang on a minute. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. So the stamp set and the punch is what I've used today in the classes now, and the cards that I'm gonna be making. And I am offering a paper share, just to let you all know that. This, you have the option of getting this if you choose, and the Perfectly Plaid, which is this stamp set, and then it also comes with a punch. If you purchase and if you have any questions, just shoot me a message and I'll email you the information on my paper and ribbon share. But you'll get both stamp sets and both punches, a card kit for each set, papers and videos and PDFs and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. So I want to turn this just a little bit because I want to make sure that I'm in the camera. Okay. So let me move the Perfectly Plaid, but that's another set that you will have the option of purchasing come September 4th. All right. Now the papers, let me just show you the papers. I know I did my paper unveil, but I couldn't open the package on me. I could, but I didn't. But let me just show you some of the papers that actually I'm using today. Aren't these cute? Let me just turn this around. Look at this. Hang on a minute. Let me get this one piece out of here. Sorry. Look at that. These have glitter on there. Some of them are puffed up a little bit. You can cut these out. You can fussy cut them. Not these particular ones, but they do have ones that have the snowman that you can use the punch and cut them out. So that's, I think that's going to be pretty cool. Okay, so let me get this up here because for some reason this thing, my camera's shooting way too close. All right, and then we have this paper, and the back side of this one is red stripe, like a candy cane. Okay, so that's that one, and this one I think is adorable. This is little tiny snowmen. Isn't that cute? And this is Coastal Cabana Real Red Shaded Spruce in the colors. So we'll let that get, that's a little bit, looks like the picture's a little bit blurry. And then the back side of that is real cute. We're going to use this in one of the cards. All right, so just wanted to show you that, and then one other set, and then we'll move on. This one's really pretty too. This one also has glitter. So if you see it, it's raised and it's got a little bit of glitter on it. It's really cute. And again, you can cut this out and just put a saying on it, and you're good to go at making cards. And then this has a candy stripe on the back with a little bit of Coastal Cabana. That thin strip right there is Coastal Cabana. All right. Okay, so let's get started. I just thought this was such a cute set, so I wanted to show you how you can create cards even if you don't have a lot of stamps or sayings as far as holidays. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Put him over here. Now the first card, what I've done is I've got everything prepared, and I've already stamped everything because I didn't want to hold everybody up. And then I do have, I'm going to make 4 cards for you. Let me pull these out because we're going to use these. We're going to use the metallic pearls. We're going to make those look like snowdrops. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're going to use a piece of Coastal Cabana, which is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then we've got our piece for the inside, so that is what we'll put in here. And then you can stamp your sentiment or write your message or whatever, when you're ready. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I don't remember. I'll put the sizes up for you on the in the file section once I get done. I don't have those typed up yet. But this is using one of these Stitch Square framelits, and I just used my Stampin' Blends and colored his hat in real red, and then Coastal Cabana, and of course his nose is pumpkin. And then this is one of the squares of the designer paper that has the little snowman on it. So I'm just going to flip this around. So what we're going to do is I'm going to attach this like that. Okay, and then we are going to attach that to our card front. So let me go ahead and attach this. So I'm just going to add my adhesive so we can get that on here. And I'm just going to put it at an angle, and I'm doing this upside down, so hopefully it's going to look somewhat straight. All right, so we're going to put that on here, and then I'm going to stamp a sentiment. We're going to put that right about there, okay? So let me go ahead and attach him. I just think this is an easy way, if you don't, just to use up your paper, because I'm sure you guys are just like me. We buy a lot of paper and then we don't always use it. So this is a great way to start using up some of your designer series paper. All right, so we're going to put him right there. Now I'm going to stamp the sentiment at the bottom of this right there. And here's my block. Couldn't find it because it's see-through. And the image, it says, hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. So I'm doing this upside down, so hopefully it's straight and not going to be crooked. So we're going to push that down right there and stamp it. I hope this is helping you off by having me do this upside down for you. All right, I think I did good on that one. All right, so there's our sentiment. Let me move this out of the way. And then all we need to do now is we're going to attach that to our card front. And then after we do that, I'm going to add some metallic pearls to add some snow to the back of the card. All right, so we're going to place him right here. And again, for those that are just joining, this is Coastal Cabana. All right, and there's our card, and I got nail polish on that. All right, now I'm going to take some of these grayish blue looking pearls. I guess they're silver. Metallic pearls, and I'm just going to put them on here to make it like it's snow, snow is falling down. So let's put one there. I don't think this will add much to your, I mail stuff all the time that's got bulk, and I've never had any problems until this past week. I have gotten 2 cards back that I sent out, and they fit the 1/4 inch thing, that they talk about, but for whatever reason, I guess I better put one right here. I guess somebody was paying attention because I've got 2 of them back, and I had to, one of them, they wanted to charge me $3.11, and it's one of my teammates, so I thought, well, I'm just going to drive it over to her house. I'm not going to mail it to her. So I'm just going to put those little dots. I think that's enough. So these are the metallic metallic pearls. They come in gold and the silver. So I added that. And there's our card. Pretty easy, huh? That's just quick. I really wanted to just show you all how you can use the designer paper and you don't have to spend a lot of time. Now, granted, you can make this as elaborate as you want, but as we get closer to the holidays and you want to make your cards, you want to get them out and make quite a few. So isn't that a cute card? I just really like this. We use the stitched framelit squares. Cut a piece of the designer series paper that has the looks like snow in the background using Coastal Cabana. So there's the first card. All right, now we're going to move on to the next one. Look. All right, the next one, again, I'm using up the paper. And the back side, remember I showed you this paper here? So we're going to use the back side of this, and we're going to do circles. So this one I'm doing on a base of Real Red. Now this one, in the stamp set, there are some snowflakes. So I went ahead and stamped. I always like to kind of decorate the side of my card a little bit. So I went ahead and stamped that at the bottom just to give it a little bit of color. And I'm going to place that on the inside of my card. And this is the Real Red cardstock. That's 8.5 by 5.5. So all of the ones that I'm doing today are this size. Okay. All right. And there's our front. Now on this one, we're going to add a piece of Whisper White. Let me do this way. And I use the largest circle framelit dies. So I'm going to place one here. So I'm going to go ahead and unfortunately, I'm going to cover up the pretty trees. So I'm going to go ahead and everything's just going to be used snail. I'm not going to pop this up because I just want to keep it as a flat card. So I'm going to place this right about here. Then the next one, this is a different snowman that's in this set, and it's the Snowman Season. And I just stamped him in Memento Black and painted colored his nose in orange, and then just put a little bit of color in some of those snowflakes. So I'm going to put this one, I'm going to probably put him right about here. All right, so I'm just going to use my snail. And this, I'm just trying to show you how you can make some quick cards using up some of this designer paper in the Let It Snow bundle. So I'm going to put this one right about here. And again, this is using the large circles framelit, stitch circle framelit as well. And then in the set, there is one of the sentiments is Let It Snow, and it's in a really nice print or font, I guess. And this is one of the next to the smallest stitch circle framelit, and I did this in Coastal Cabana. So I'm just going to add that right here towards the bottom. And then I'm going to flip this over, add our snail. And again, you know, we can make these as hard as we want, but I really thought if you just you're doing a lot of Christmas cards come the holidays and you want to knock a lot of them out, people are going to be very appreciative of what you send anyways, especially if it's handmade. All right, so there's our next card. Very quick and easy. I just want, again, I'm just using the backs, you know, the paper, stamping the snowman, coloring his nose, and put our sentiment. And then inside, I stamped some snowflakes on the inside. And this is using Real Red cardstock. I just think this is really, you know, just a simple, great, easy way to make some quick cards. And people will love it, you know. All right, so that's the second card that we've made. Now we're going to move on to our third card. And this one we're using Coastal Cabana again. Whoops, what? Hang on, I just dropped my snowman. Hold up. All right, this is Coastal Cabana. And again, I have my, I always put, some people put 4 by 5 1/4 on the inside. I always put 3 3/4 by 5. I don't know why, I just do. So that's going to be my inside piece. I didn't stamp anything on it because I just want to leave it until I'm ready to write something, and then I'll put it in there. So now we're going to use a piece of basic black cardstock, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So it just gives us a little bit of the color from the Coastal Cabana. And then this piece here, I've cut, and again, I'll put the dimensions on the, once I type up the tutorials, I'll put that on my site so that you can see it. We're going to turn it this way. No, hang on a minute. I got to remember how I did this. Hold on. Let me turn it my way so I can look at it real quick. I think I had it. Like, oh yeah, I did. I did. We're going to bring this down a little bit and show some black. Okay, here we go. All right, so this one, we're going to put the Coastal Cabana with the snow looking thing here. And then I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I think I cut this at like 2.5 inches. And I'm going to lay this down here. And then what we're going to do, I got to get this down. What we're going to do is, you know what, hang on. I got my paper. I think this is, yeah, this is supposed to go like that because we want to have a border. Okay. And then I've torn it. So I wanted it to kind of look like snow. So I just tore the paper. There's no rhyme or reason. However you want to do it, just tear it. It really doesn't matter. All right. So I'm going to take this paper and cover up these cute little snowmen, unfortunately. But, you know, there's so much you can do with this stuff. Oh my gosh, you can make boxes and, you know, all sorts of things with this paper. So maybe next week we'll do some boxes or something. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. And okay, let me put that back there. All right, so there is my snow, if you will. And now I'm just going to add some adhesive to the Whisper White where I've torn it. And I stamped in the Memento Black the Let It Snow. All right. And then I have my snowman. I punched him out using the punch. And the punch, if you didn't see, has the 2 hands. And it has the funny little nose, the carrot nose. And it also will punch out a hat. So my recommendation is if you're going to cut some of the paper that I showed that had the snowman on it, you may want to cut enough out so you don't cut into the other pieces. All right. So what I did was I glued his arms on there, and I just used our black magic marker. I think my frame has froze up. Here we go. Let me just refresh this real quick. I used our black marker, and just colored in his buttons and his eyeballs. And then I put some dimensionals on the back of him, and I'm going to pop him up, but he's going to be sitting in the snow. So I'm going to slide him, look at that, I'm going to slide him right down in here. I left enough room, I think. There we go. And then I'm just going to put him right about there. Isn't that cute? I swear, I just love it. I just love it. And then I'll take that. Again, these, these are easy cards. So if somebody's just learning or, want to learn how to make greeting cards, this is a great way for someone to be able to do that. So I'm just going to attach the black on here and leave my borders. And there you go. Isn't that just a gorgeous, cute little card? I just think it's precious. Now, I probably could have put the snow over here, which I probably should have because I've got too much. Or actually, maybe I can move my snowman. Let me see if I can move him. Let's see if we can lift him up. I might have squished him down. I might not be able to. Hang on a minute. Let's see if we can move him. My dog is moving. Hopefully she doesn't hear anything and start barking. She's not been a very nice dog. She wouldn't listen to me yesterday, and I got mad and yelled at her, and now she's like acting like she's freaking out whenever I come near. So I don't know what's wrong with her. All right, I think I'm going to put the snowman right here. I want him to look like he's sitting in the snow. So give me a minute. I'm going to pull this up just enough to get there we go. Let me put my bone folder under here. I want the snowman to get right underneath. It looks like he's in the snow. There we go. I think that'll look better on this side than on that side. How's that? There we go. So I just think, again, it's just such a cute, quick, easy card. And I just love this set. The Snowman Season is what the stamp is. Isn't that cute? So again, another quick and easy card. Done 3 so far. I think that's pretty good. And then the next one. Now, if y'all decide you want to place an order, and if you place a $35 order between now and Friday, then I will send you all of these kits. Shipped to you free of charge. All right, now on this one, we are going to do something a little bit different. Again, we're using the Coastal Cabana because that is the prime color that runs with these catalogs. And bear with me one second, I'm sorry. My iPad has backed off. I just want to make sure I'm still moving on. Okay, now, remember when I said we could cut the paper? And this is one of the little snow guys that has been wrapped up. And I think that's shaded spruce, if I'm not mistaken. So I cut this down. I believe it's this is 2 3/8, I think, by 5 1/8, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're going to layer that on a piece of black. And that is 2 1/2 by 2 3/4. And then we're going to put that on some red. Again, I'm using the paper. The design, and this is the back of that Designer Series paper, the back right there. So it's red with some more white dots. I just think that this paper, I just absolutely love it. I just absolutely love it. So, okay, so we're going to go ahead and attach this. Oops. Sorry, hang on a minute. For some reason, I got my volume just came on. My thing, so sorry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and attach this to our black cardstock. And again, I know these they're simple cards, but I think they're easy. And if you're just learning to stamp, this is a great way. If you're an experienced stamper, then you, by all means, can. I've got to lift this up because it's crooked, and I'm not that particular about my straightness, but this one is a little way off. Bear with me one second. Sometimes if you're using your snail adhesive and you don't squish it all the way down, you do have some time to lift it up. All right, so. Anyways, if you're an experienced stamper, I know this might look, very easy to you, which is fine. You just add more stuff and, work it up. That's all you have to do. So I hope that we're still live because I don't seem to be getting anything on my iPad. But anyways, all right, so we're going to attach that to the basic black, and then I'm going to add this to the real red cardstock. And I'm not popping these up. I'm just using the adhesive. And whoops, we're going to attach that like that and get that on there. See if I can get this one straight. I don't know why when it's looking upside down it's the same thing, right? Okay, Coastal Cabana cardstock is what we're using. And I'm going to place him right about here. Let me see, I've got my sentiment. I've already stamped this one out because this I used from the Cozy Christmas from It's Retired. But I thought it looked cute because he's cozy, all wrapped up in his scarf. So I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. I think I brought some over here. I think it would look better popped up. Give me 1 second. Of all things I didn't bring was my dimensionals. I think I'd rather have it popped up. I think it'll look nicer. So we'll just add some dimensionals to the back of this. No big deal. And we will get that going. Sorry, I'm sticking my hands in here. Go ahead and pop him up. That's going to give it a little bit more dimension. So let's do that. All right, so we're going to put him, get the thing out of the way. All right, so let's put that right about there. I think that's straight. All right, and then this, I'm just going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the banner. And I pulled this sentiment from the other, actually I'm going to put him at a little bit of an angle because it's going to hang over. All right, and then that's our second card. Isn't that cute? I just love these cards. So this is what you can do with your paper. Again, they're easy cards that you can make just using up your designer paper, so you don't have to put a lot of thought into it. Put these out here so you can see them. So that's what I wanted to show you all tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please make sure to share my video if you don't mind. If you share my video and by the weekend, then I will draw a name for some giveaway that I have. I'll look and see what I've got. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know, or make comments on the site. That would be awesome. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are interested in my paper and ribbon share, shoot me a message and I'll give you the information on that as well. But this would allow you to get the 2 stamp sets if you're interested in that. So here are the cards. I hope you've enjoyed these. I think they're cute. I just love this little guy. So I'll just show these one more time. Our little snowman. And then again, using up our designer paper and black Memento ink. And then last but not least is our little snowman that's all wrapped up in his scarf, and he's looking to have a cozy Christmas. All right, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Here, if you decide to shop, go to shallwestamp.com. This is my host code. If you use this, it's good through the end of August. And you will get something in the mail from me if you order from me. And then also, if you place a minimum of $35 before shipping and tax, then I'll send you the 4 card kits. All the supplies, everything except for the stamps. So in this case, really, because we're using paper, you're going to get everything you need. The snowman will be punched out, so the only thing you're not going to get is the stamping and the sentiment. And this one, you won't get the snowman. All right, thanks guys again. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next Tuesday. I'll be doing these live on Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, unless I'm going out of the country, which won't be until October. All right, thanks again. Leave your comments. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all soon.